Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Real Spooky Stories, the place where I tell your real spooky stories. You have joined us on day 3 of 13 Nights of Christmas, and I have a little story for you again today. If you didn't already know what I'm doing, I'm going to do a spooky Christmas story every single day from now until Christmas Day. I've already done 2, which started on the Friday 13th, so go back and listen to them other 2. If you haven't already, this is episode 3 of that. And yeah, also, if you're just joining us and you haven't listened to any of the previous episodes, I think there's 8 already. And I'm planned until like mid-Feb so far. But yeah, I'm just loving doing this. I'm just in my element, you know? Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're on day 3. I just want to say, they are quite short stories. I know yesterday's was only 5 minutes-ish, and the day before was, 7 minutes. So, yeah, they are just short little stories, but they are going to be there every day. Whereas if they were, one episode a week, I'll probably put, 5 stories into one episode, and they'd be, half an hour long, if you know what I mean. So it's obviously not like that. It's just one a day at 6 p.m. So make sure you give a little follow if you want to keep up to date with that. And let's get into the story. This is taken from the subreddit Paranormal Encounters. It will be linked below as well. Always the stories what I read will be linked below. They're taken from Reddit. But yeah, I'll always link them below. Anyway, it's taken from subreddit Paranormal Encounters, and it is titled Tall Entity on Christmas Eve. This happened on Christmas Eve of 2012. I was driving home in my truck to pick up my son in our small town in KY. Sorry, just a side note, it just says KY. I think that might be Kentucky. I don't know if it's not. I'm sorry, it just says KY. There is a small park parallel to the road I was on, and another road coming in at the T to that and ending at the park. I see a figure coming down the middle of the street to my left that is going to intersect the road I'm on. I'm going slow since this is the town and the speed limit is 25 and it's Christmas Eve, so the street is empty. The figure is going to be right where I am in my truck, so I think they will stop. It is this tall figure in black with what looks like a duster coat and a turban of all things on its head. Just as I get close and it does not stop, just keeps going in a straight line, I see it really has no face. Just the kind of black void where the face would be. One of the blackest things I've ever seen. This thing is tall too, taller than my truck. It just keeps moving. I should have hit it, but it seemed to pass straight through the truck behind me, and I stopped and just watched it continue through the park, still in a straight line and sort of gliding because the coat and the bottom of the legs kind of faded into the ground. You really couldn't see feet or legs, just a black shadow. Don't know what this was. I've never forgotten it or got over it. I always feel like something I wasn't supposed to see. So that was the end of the story. I know it was a small one. Somebody else has commented on this. Good story, I believe you. My friend and I saw a very similar figure to what you describe. Extremely tall, black being that you could see the complete darkness because it was like a void. Looked humanoid and moved like human, but glided. Very strange. Its feet kind of fades into the group as well. I think that's meant to say ground. I wonder what they are. Somebody's put, it was the Dementors. They were searching for the Sirius Black Gang. You should have gotten out and performed the Patronus spell. That sounds spooky. I wonder if it reminds me of, I don't know. It sounds like something on. I don't know. I feel like it's relevant that it's Christmas Eve. It doesn't say what time of night it is or anything, does it either? It's just like a small story where it literally just says I was driving home in my truck to pick up my son. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say what time of night it is. But it says Christmas Eve, so the street is empty, so I'm guessing it's in the night because in the day everyone's running around for last minute bits, aren't they? And I'm guessing it was dark. Yeah, it must be dark because they were seeing black. You know what I don't like about this as well? When people say they see black, when they see a figure and it's black, they say it was more black than the darkness. You know what I mean? And I've never saw that myself, but I feel like it would be so scary to see something like that. And the fact that it doesn't have a face, but fair play, wearing a nice little duster coat anyway. Okay, that was probably the shortest episode ever, but that was episode 3. I know this is going to be about 2 minutes long, but it's fine. I'm here for you every day, we can spend the days up to Christmas getting spooky and cozy together. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope you enjoyed the third installment of the spooky Christmas. And I hope you will stick with me until December 25th, which is obviously Christmas Day, to hear more stories. Thanks so much for listening. If you have a Christmas related story as well, please get this into me before the 25th of December, because I can get it on this year. I can get on this year's. So if you want to send that in, send it to jade@crypticcoven.uk, or if you click below any of the social media, or literally just comment on this and send me it that way. But do it before the 25th, obviously, so I can get it in this year. Otherwise, it will be 2025 Christmas that I share your story. But thanks so much for listening, and I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Bye.